By the name of EFA, Big 604, class is in session. I want to introduce you all to the urban scholar himself, Yusuf. Class is session.
Class is in session. Yeah. Class is in session. Class is in session. Ask me a question. Class is in session. Class is in session. Class is in session. Ask me a question. It gets massive in seconds. I'm on task with the message. We gon' talk about the past and the present. Hey, ask me a question. Yeah, these facts be the weapons. Ask me a question. Yeah. Class is in session. Class is in session. Class is in session. Ask me a question. Class is in session. Class is in session. Class is in session. Ask me a question. Class is in session.
Hey, class in session. It's your host, the Urban Scholar. This topic here today is near and dear to me because it's personal. It's about me. Last year, around this time, those that know me know I was preparing for a major surgery. On December 10th, 2021, I went and got a colonoscopy done. My father passed away in 2014, going into 15. Was it 2015? He passed away from colon cancer. And, you know, I try not to think about it. I try to block all that stuff out. I'm saying that to say because I never went and got checked. And that was, we're talking 2015 going into 2016. And I was the one tasked with going down there to be there by his side and take care of him and spend his last moments with him. So I remember leaving work and preparing myself to travel down there to relieve my sister of her daughter duties. And getting there and seeing my dad in that situation is that ICU was not okay. So fast forward, you would think, okay, mom passed away in 2012 from pancreatic cancer. Dad passed away from colon cancer. At this point, I still hadn't got, in 2021, we went from 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. I never went and got a colonoscopy. So I finally made arrangements, set it up, when it got it done. And when I came up, woke up, the nurses came and was like, hey, you know, we have your results and the doctor wants they want to talk with you. And I'm like, okay. They said, well, we're waiting for a room to free up. We're going to talk with you in the room, blah, 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 blah. So they was like, you can get dressed, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You know, and that was after I had something to drink and something to eat, you know, to kind of get my energy back. And fast forward, I had the conversation. They said, listen, there's a tumor in your colon and it's spreading and it's really big, like it's spreading out. And the doctor was unable to obtain the sample to see if it was cancerous or cancer, right? So they couldn't get to the place where they needed to get to kind of get the good sample. So I left there not knowing what it was, other than just a tumor spreading in my colon. So that was December 10th, 2021. My surgery got scheduled, I believe, January 27th or something like that. My birthday is January 28th, so that was kind of crazy. So I've spent my birthday at Robert Wood Johnson recovering. So fast forward, the surgery was successful. They was able to remove all of it. and the results came back negative, that it wasn't cancer. So, but the doctor did say that it was really bad, and it was as close as it could get to cancer, but it hadn't transitioned, like made that turn yet. He said, but it was right there. And I thanked him for saving my life. So why am I doing this podcast today? Because after I posted about my experience and what happened, a couple of people reached out to me, some brothers, and I advised them to go get it done. Whether they did it or not, I don't know. But we can't play with our health. You know, we know cancer is running rampant all over the country. It's running in a lot of our families. And fear is a mother. Don't let fear stop you from having knowledge of what's going on inside you. So some people ask, well, you didn't know you had that in you? Wasn't nothing wrong? Nothing was wrong with me based on my knowledge and understanding. Because I didn't have any like physical ailments or any type of pain or anything. But I'm gonna tell you what the one red flag was. When I did my stool sample and the results came back and I went to see my doctor, he says, Joseph, they found blood in your stool. Ding, 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 ding. Guess what? I saw that in there too. For a minute, at least a year, probably, it would appear here and there. And I never said nothing. Ignorance, right? Blood is not supposed to be in your stool, people. And sometimes we get so caught up and we downplay stuff. There's no reason for blood to be in your stool. And there was a red flag, and I didn't pay it any mind. And it could have cost me my life. I'm very grateful that I didn't have cancer. I did a DNA test and all that stuff to make sure that I'm not a carrier or anything like that. And I did that for my children. All the results came back negative. And they said, basically, you can't transfer what you never had. So I never had it. So I don't have it to give. And I'm doing this podcast because we have to talk about this. We have to talk about our health, men in general. We have to be willing to go to the doctors. We have to be willing to do these annual checkups. And that brings me to this. I'm scheduled in February for a colonoscopy because, January, this makes it a year post-surgery. So I want to get checked and make sure that we're not having any issues. There are no red flags. There's no more blood in my stool. I go to the bathroom great. So even after my surgery, I had complications. I had kidney failure, and I couldn't go to the bathroom. So I was in there for 5 days, and they had to put the tube in my chest to get the gas out of me. And that was a horrible experience, and I never want to go through that again. I wouldn't wish that. Or nobody. I would rather get cut open again versus having that tube put through my nose into my chest. I pray to God I never have to experience that again. So this is a message to my fellow gentlemen out there. And even women, if this stuff runs in your family, man, cancer's ugly. Nobody's exempt. Go get checked. It just might save your life. Remember, the future's Urban Scholar.